Hello, hello, hello. Let me center myself a bit. Welcome back to This Week So this week I thought I would start with music, as I don't really have much to talk about. I didn't record anything new, I didn't write any lyrics, I didn't do anything to my own music, but I do have a few recommendations. So similar to how I was speaking about movies last week, I'm trying to catch up on all the best albums ever made that I might have just missed. And I got 3 really good ones this week that I want to recommend. Number 1 is Revolver by the Beatles, which is, a really obvious one. Everyone loves the Beatles. Everyone, proper Beatles fans are like, Revolver's the best one. So, yeah, I finally gave it a listen, and you know what? It definitely does stand up against a lot of the other Beatles albums as well. I really, really enjoy the Beatles, so it's a bit of a shocker that I've never actually listened to this the whole way through. But yeah, really good album, really, really good album, no skips. The second album I want to recommend is 3 Feet High and Rising by De La Soul. If you like A Tribe Called Quest, you will like this album. Again, it's another really, really big album. All of them are. But yeah, very nice, chill, hip-hop, rap, early days. Really good vibes. Really enjoyed it. The final one is Can't Buy a Thrill by Steely Dan. Now, I've been meaning to hop on the Steely Dan train for years. I remember in my art class back in high school, there was a girl called Tess that I was good friends with. I sat beside her. Hi Tess, if you're watching. I miss you. Anyway, she had a really good taste in music, and it took me over the last 5 years to sort of realize the wave she was on. She had a really good taste in music. And Steely Dan was a name I remember her mentioning multiple times, and I never listened to them until this week. And my God, Can't Buy a Thrill is some of the best rock music I have ever listened to. It is a non-stop, just amazing rock album. It's so good. It's so good. You have to listen to it. Anyway, that's all for music. Now we're going to move on to life. So again, I've not been up to much this week. I've been living the exact same way for the last 4, 5, 6 weeks, where I've just gone to work, I've gone on walks, and I've done my design work, and that's been about it. So I'm kind of itching to get out of the house and go somewhere. And the opportunity came in the form of a talk called New Dimensions. It's at the Barras in Glasgow. It's next Thursday, so I've bought myself a ticket. It's basically GF Smith, the paper brand, are doing a rebrand, and this is the launch event. And there's a few other designers talking, a few other creatives. And I'm pretty sure it's hosted by It's Nice That. You might have seen their Instagram. They do editorials. They're really good. Worth a look if you're a design head like me. So yes, next Thursday, I will see you there if you're going. The other thing I've been doing this week is planning another trip away. Of course, couldn't stay home too long. I've got a couple weeks off in February, separately, and I've been looking into the idea of doing a bit of a cheapest flight challenge, potentially, where I spend a week bouncing around planes around Europe for under £100. I need to make my mind up very quickly whether I'm going to do that or not, because the flights will sell out or they will get more expensive. So I need to get on that. But if you subscribe, then maybe you'll see that pop up in a couple weeks. Yeah, that covers life. On to design. Again, not a very design heavy week. I've had a pretty chilled out week. I did my redesign the high street, which, you know, I'm not going to show it this week. Just go and watch it. Go and watch it. I also looked at the DNA debriefs. Not quite made up my mind on what one I'm going to go with, but I do want to do one of them. I think it's probably good for me to get an external brief that challenges me a wee bit. And we're also going to do Secret 7-inch. So that competition's back. You might remember, I might have even mentioned it last week. I won last year. I was one of 700 winners. It's not that impressive. But that's back. I want to design an album cover. I've looked into the music. I've made a little mind map. And I think I'm going to do one for The Cure. And I'm not going to say anything else because it's secret. It's in the name. So you will get to see that when I'm either rejected or when the auction is done, which will be months away. Oh, I also did a bit more Blender this week. I watched another tutorial saying Guy Grant Abbott. And he's doing like weekly posts about how to get good at Blender in 2025. So I'm just going to start doing them and I'll show you the updates. Here's the 2 renders I did. And that honestly covers everything I've done this week. It's been a very chilled week. So I don't think this video will be too long. I'm going to wrap it up now because I'm sat out in my shed recording this and it is very, very cold today. So I'm not going to take up any more of your time. But have a good one. See you later.